In this video, I'll be going through what is the paleo diet and what you can expect to get out of it. Even though the diet has been around for a very long time, you may have only just recently heard of this diet as it has gained a lot of popularity lately. This sudden surge in popularity is due to how effective it is for not only just losing weight but also increasing your overall well-being. There are many reasons why you might be looking at this diet. This could include things such as weight loss, muscle gain, or just increasing your overall health. In this video I will explain most of the basics, however if you want to dive straight in then be sure to head over to paleocrashcourse.com. There is quite a bit to know about the paleo diet, so to begin I'll just touch on some of the basics and how it came about. The idea of a paleolithic diet is actually super simple and makes sense when you think about it. The idea is going back to the age before cultivation came around and eating foods that only would have been available to our paleolithic ancestors. The idea is that 10,000 years ago, when our ancestors lived, they did not have access to all the foods we have today. They also seem to lack a lot of modern diseases such as autoimmune disorders, diabetes, obesity, and much more. Returning to a paleolithic diet in theory should reduce the risk of these modern diseases and give you a much better quality of life. As you would expect, this means you will need to cook from scratch and avoid any modern processed foods. This includes things such as dairy, grains, sugars, legumes, and much more. A lot of people consider this diet to be more of a lifestyle, as the idea is that you don't stop once you hit your goal weight or you start feeling better. By sticking to the diet past your goals, you'll keep reaping the many benefits of eating clean and also reduce the risk of falling back into old habits. As with any diet, there are foods that are encouraged and others that are discouraged. Since this is the major part of any diet, you're probably wondering what you can and can't eat. The food that you're able to eat is pretty much anything that hasn't been processed or involves processing to become edible. This means you'll be able to eat most fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and meat. As you would expect, these will take up the majority of your diet. You will lose out on quite a bit of processed food, as it's actually pretty surprising how much stuff we eat today that has been processed and packaged. You can expect to lose foods such as your grains, cereals, most pre-packed food, legumes, dairy, and of course sugar. Now there are many different interpretations of the paleo diet, so depending on how you look at it, you may be able to eat more or less different types of food. For example, some would say chocolate is fine on the paleo diet and others will tell you it's not. Obviously it's not completely possible to mimic our ancestors, as the world is completely different to what it was. Conveniences such as supermarkets never existed but would be very hard not to rely on today. If you do go shopping, try to shop organic and buy produce of high quality if you can afford it. In understanding what is the paleo diet, you probably want to know some of the health benefits you get out of it. As with any diet, one of the main benefits is losing weight and gaining some muscle. Of course, this depends on your exercise regime. However, there is a wide range of benefits you also get from being on the paleo diet. I'll just quickly go through a couple now. Balanced energy throughout the day, clearer skin and better teeth, improved sleep patterns, burn off stored fat, stable blood sugar, reduced allergies, and so much more. One thing I should mention is whilst it is possible to eat out, it's going to be a lot harder due to the many restrictions there are for the food you eat. You will often find it's just usually easier to cook at home. If you love the idea of cooking from scratch and knowing exactly what goes into your meals, then you should certainly give this a go. Now I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, please don't hesitate to leave some feedback below or over at paleocrashcourse.com. If you're interested and would love to learn more about the paleo diet, then be sure to pick up my free Paleo Crash Course. It has everything you need to know to get started. If you liked this video and would love to see more, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you're kept up to date on all the latest paleo recipes, guides, and much more.